Yes, I got my tickets, and yes, I'm very excited, but I do want to talk about the experience of getting the tickets. So I want to start with VIP because that came first. I didn't end up getting VIP because I just didn't feel the packages were worth the money. I'm not the only one that feels like it was overpriced. I just feel like for his first tour, the packages could have been done better. I'm not trying to devalue Woodz whatsoever, but I just feel like they were overpriced for what you got. Because if I remember correctly, none of them came with I don't think K-pop does meet and greets at all. I think it's just you get the photo or you get the high touch thing, which I think they should definitely put into the VIP packages, especially when it's a group. I understand when it's just one person, that could be more difficult because it could be so many people versus this one person, right? Whereas when you have a group, you can kind of spread it out like that. But anyway, the cheapest one was $129, not including tax, and the other one was $200. But like I said, I didn't get VIP. So fast forward to the next day, it was a really rough day for me, really stressful. I was just so exhausted, but I was really excited to get my ticket. So I'm on Ticketmaster, I'm logged in, I am ready. It's still on the countdown part, and then it stops because it's time, right? And it just continues to scroll, it doesn't do anything. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, so it's about to put me into queue, so I'm waiting to go into queue. It never takes me there. 3 minutes later, it's still scrolling, so I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna refresh it. And I didn't refresh it at first because again, I thought I was getting into queue, but that never happened. I don't know if it was a glitch in the system or what, but I refreshed it. It took me to where I buy the tickets, and that's where the chaos started. If the page wasn't telling me that we're scared, you're a bot, so basically I couldn't buy it on that device, then the next time I would try to buy a ticket, it says somebody already got the ticket. So that went on for a good 10 minutes and I was fed up, but I just really wanted to see my man, so I'm like, let me just get what I can get. I didn't want a terrible seat, but I also didn't want to spend a lot of money in a seat that I know I'm just not gonna like. So I'm kind of in the back at 101, right? And I think section 101. Now I just seen a tweet, I don't know how true this is, I'll have to look it up, but I seen that there's actually still quite a few seats left. So I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if the ones that are left are resale or what, but I remember at 10 o'clock, y'all, it was not playing. All the seats were getting taken. Another thing, for the floor seats, first of all, I didn't think there was going to be different prices. I know that sounds stupid, but in my mind, I thought it was just general. I thought it was all one floor. I didn't know the layout yet. So I'm thinking it's just one floor. We get one set price, which I also want to say that real quick. So remember when I did I think it was the Chicago and the Long Beach video, before ours went on sale to see what the standard price was, theirs was $50. Ours were 60 something dollars. I was like, come on. Anyway, once I found out obviously it's gonna be different prices, I thought the floor wasn't gonna be as expensive. I seen $500. Again, this was when I first got in because that was the first seating that I wanted to get. So at that time, not even 5 minutes after tickets went on sale, they were $500. I seen a tweet today that said that people were flipping them. That originally they were only 200 something, but they went up to some people resold them for 500. Now in my mind, I'm like, because even when I had seen it at first, I'm like, there's no way people flipped it that fast. So I'm thinking that's the original price, $500 for the floor. I don't know how true that is. I don't even know a way to test it because again, I wasn't there exactly at 10 o'clock. But it wasn't even 5 minutes after, and that's what was the price. So I'm just thinking that was the price. But if people are saying that it was originally 2 something, I think 2 something was very reasonable, and I would have gotten them if it was 2 something. I'm also seeing fans say that they don't because there are a lot of seats available in all of the venues. I don't know if people are just reselling their tickets so fast, which that is the case for some of them. But some fans feel like prices overall were overpriced, and that's turning a lot of people off. I think smaller venues would have been better and just sell off those tickets. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Again, this is his first tour. I feel like a lot of things on his team's behalf could have been done better, which is why I told you I could do it better. But I do think they could have handled things better, even in the beginning, sending out information and stuff like that. But who knows? I also will say I'm excited. Hopefully I can make some K-pop friends. But if you're going to the Atlanta show, let me know, and let me know where you're sitting.